Friday morning group, I spoke with Chris and offered to share this. I shared some of this with the Fellowship of Christian Students a little while back. Police officers are big fans of Romans 13. Be subject to the authorities. God established all authority. If you rebel against authority, you rebel against God and bring judgment upon yourself. You tell them God. And what we really love, we love the part about being God's servants for good and bearing his sword to bring punishment on wrongdoers. That's right. Respect our authority. Police officers love to quote Romans 13:5 too. Therefore, it's necessary to submit to the authorities, not only because of possible punishment, but also as a matter of conscience. Though we aren't crazy about the first part of verse 6, this is why you pay taxes, we are all about the last part. For the authorities are God's servants who give their full time to governing. But like many other believers, many police officers stop reading before they get to the rest of the story. Verse 8 of Romans 13 states, leave no debt remaining outstanding, except the continuing debt to love one another. For whoever loves others has fulfilled the law. Police officers tend to be realists, if not cynics. We see so much of the ugly side of human nature. We tend to be all about law and order. We aren't big on warm and fuzzy, hug-a-thug sentimentality. But there it is, right in the middle of one of our favorite chapters. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law. Verse 10. When police officers read the entire chapter of Romans 13, they are forced to ask, what has love got to do with it? And then they're forced to admit the obvious. Love has everything to do with it. When asked by a lawyer, and don't get me started on lawyers, teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And then Jesus once again gives us more than we ask for. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. I was a typical cop. I believed it was us against them. Good guys versus bad guys. Then someone I loved broke the law. And I was forced to acknowledge the truth of one of the first verses I'd learned as a new believer, that we all sin and fall short of the glory of God. Romans 3:23. It broke me. This did not fit into my black and white world. This sudden paradigm shift convicted me of my judgmental spirit. I'd treated my own flesh and blood like suspects. I'd built cases on people I claimed to love. But then God did what he does. He forgave me. He gave me grace. He's restoring relationships. And he has given me a heart for the underdog, the hurting, the desperate. I used to be like Sergeant Joe Friday. Younger people find an older person to ask. Just give me the facts. Now start questioning with, why did you do this? What is going on in your life that led to this? How can we help you? Lord, I thank you for your great love. You loved us first. We didn't deserve it. We can't deserve it. Help us revel in your love, immerse ourselves in it, get it all over us and in us, and then spread it around.